We're getting right to that Fox News alert for you. Terror right here at home. Would-be terrorists trying to join ISIS. The FBI nabbing 3 New York City residents as they plotted to travel to Syria to wage jihad.
Here's what we know about the suspects. One is a 24-year-old legal resident, originally from Uzbekistan. He worked alongside the 19-year-old at a local falafel restaurant. That suspect originally from Kazakhstan. The third, who was arrested on I-95 yesterday in Jacksonville, Florida, had overstayed his visa. He is charged with financially supporting the plot to buy the airline tickets to get him over to ISIS.
I believe that's a 30-year-old. Now, feds began tracking the trio last year after a series of online posts of an ISIS propaganda forum, including this one. Quote, "I'm in the USA now, but is it possible to commit ourselves as dedicated martyrs anywhere while here? What I'm saying is to shoot Obama and then get shot ourselves. Will it do? That will strike fear in the hearts of infidels, but the president wasn't their only target." Listen.
This is real. This is the concern about the lone wolf inspired to act without ever going to the Middle East. The idea that it was made quite plain, based on their own statements, that if they were not able to go, that they would seek to acquire weapons here, handguns, machine gun, and seek to attack, very specifically, police officers.
Now FBI Director James Comey saying the terror investigations are taking place in all 50 states. Judge Andrew Napolitano joins us now on the Curvy Couch to discuss here. What do you see in this?
I see 2 ways of looking at this. One way, the FBI's way of looking at it, is these guys obviously had a predilection to cause harm, and if unrestrained, probably would cause harm, and they're off the streets. Another way to look at it is nobody was ever in any danger because of them, because in their midst, with them, working with them, was an undercover FBI agent. So the entire operation...
Eventually.
Right. The entire operation of the 3 of them was under the control of the FBI. And the FBI would be the first to tell you that nobody was ever in danger because of these people.
Judge, I don't think he was under the control of the FBI. I mean, the guy first made the online threat against the president back in August, and then the FBI went and talked to him. Extraordinarily, they didn't arrest him on the spot. 3 days later, he gives up the other guy, and then somebody went inside.
The decision not to arrest him on the spot is probably a very good one, because that enables the FBI to gain access to other people that these guys are involved with, and it also enables the FBI to put an undercover agent who they think is one of them, the bad guys think is one of them, in the group. But think of how unsophisticated, unprofessional these guys are, that they would put on a website and on the internet what their plans are.
They're living in the 7th century.
It's the means of communication, though, now. ISIS is using that to recruit.
They are. So is this a real serious plot, or is this one, I suggest people look at it both ways, ginned up by the FBI so that they can take credit for this kind of an arrest and these people can be stopped? Obviously, Bill Bratton knows more about this, and the FBI agents know more about it than we do. But a member of the intelligence community suggested to me last night that it might have been better to let these guys go over to Syria and let the NSA monitor them, so that we know exactly who they're involved with and where they're going and what they're doing. Judge, and that would have provided more intel than just this arrest.
Here's my problem with that theory is we lose total track of them once they go into that abyss, and to the point where when they come back, our counterterrorism expert director 2 weeks ago said we don't even know where they are. Most of them, we don't know where we are. Now we're going to take those 3 guys, a 30-year-old, 2 19-year-olds, and let them go into Syria?
You know, tomorrow at CPAC, I'm debating General Hayden, as we were talking about during the break, about the constitutionality, not the effectiveness, the constitutionality of the NSA spying. He's going to tell me that they can find a pinprick anywhere in the world, that they can follow any cell, any piece of any computer anywhere on the planet. I think they could have followed these guys.
The fact that they're homegrown here, right, that they're being recruited right here now, 50 states.
Well, obviously, it's a danger that Bill Bratton and the FBI are aware of and are on top of.
Let me ask you this, because Loretta Lynch said the flow of foreign fighters to Syria represents an evolving threat to our country, yet Secretary of State John Kerry says the world has never been safer. Watch this and try to make some sense of it.
Our citizens, our world today is actually, despite ISIL, despite the visible killings that you see and how horrific they are, we are actually living in a period of less daily threat to Americans and to people in the world than normally, less deaths less violent deaths today than through the last century.
That is such good news. If it was true.
May I say there are none so blind as those who will not see. I mean, his statement defies logic, defies the headlines, defies what we know is happening right around us.
Yeah. Judge, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was a twofer today. A segment earlier and this one as well.
Can I send another bill? Only
Lucky
kidding.
us.
Double billing. We got him for 2 quarter hours already. All right, thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Noward.
Good morning.
Time for headlines.
Judge. Always great to see you
Isn't it?
here.
Thank
All
you.
right, I've got some important news to